Hello. Turn the music down a bit. Oh, so we already got a pull request. Let me just switch scenes. Okay, so I'm contributing to this project called Riker, which is an actor model for Rust. And 2 hours ago, there was this issue opened that the derive macro we're using, the proc macro, doesn't properly handle generics. And now I wanted to actually play with that. But it seems we already have something. We already have a pull request. So the pre-commit failed. Why though? Is this Clippy running? Hey Blade, how's it going? So if she already fixed that, maybe we do something completely different. Let's check the readme. Clippy. Feed messages with generics. almost. Clippy deny all. Wow. We're not even in 1.0 right now. Why do we have that in there? Can see clearly now. The rain has gone. Okay. How can you actually run the pre-commit stuff somehow? I think that's documented. Pre-commit. How are you all doing today? Okay, let's actually review this. Okay, so she changed the identifier with a path segment. I think that's fine. Okay, she gets the thing. The get name just. Okay, so you can get the identifier out of here. I'm a bit better now. Still. Is it already approved? Wait. Is it already approved? I didn't even notice. Wow. Very nice. Yeah, I imagine that's the face Arctic Space Fox makes every time I tell him I want to pay him for his emotes. Okay, there's a whole lot of stuff in here. Okay, that's the tests. That's the generic tests. That's fine. Oh, so she just used the path segment to actually pass the pipe with the generic and extracted the identifier. Otherwise, it's a pass error. That's the thing it does. And hear your fans. That's the only fans I'm gonna show on the stream. Okay, what does path segment actually do? Path segment is an identifier and path parameters. Standard string. Is it the correct thing though? Wait, go to latest. Are we at 1.0? We should be at 1.0. Hydrate. Let's two hydrates. Thanks a lot. So where's a sin? Oh, wrong folder. I should start working on this project more. I'm still number 2 from commits. You need water? I have my giggle juice ready. But yeah, I do need water. I should drink less energy stuff. Okay, so segment of a path together with any path arguments on the segment. Is this the correct thing? Pardon me. Is this the correct thing to pass the generics, the generic type? Swap those around. So huh? Oh, I have the OS as an auto command. Wow. Wait. No. That's not good. It's like Discord dot. Let's do Arctic instead. So come on. What are you complaining about? Unwind? Can you do the right thing? Okay. Oh, by the way, that down below is the script I fixed last time. So now I have the chat on the left side and all the error stuff on the right side, which is kind of cool. Yeah, sadly I didn't catch Toggle's stream. I did catch parts of it, but sadly not as much as I would like to, because we had our training again. So okay, was good. That's nice to hear. Type with generics. Confused myself as usual. Yeah. We get type path already found by yourself. Okay, so we should we actually use type path? Q-self path. Go to latest. What's a Q-self? The explicit self type and the qualified path. Okay. Type path, a path like standard slice iter optionally qualified. So shouldn't we actually use type path instead? I made a horrible seller and now I feel awful. Oh, that's not good. I do that live. Yeah. True. I mean, I already start confused, so I can't get more confused, kinda. Okay, let's get her branch. Let's check that out. Let's try it. CD protracts rust git clone what's the issue number? 155. You should move to Schnitzel instead. My Crohn's was acting up a bit, but then I got a Schnitzel and then everything was fine again. We got... So... No. I did not put sauce anywhere near my schnitzel. Okay, so message with generics. Oh my. So git, not git clone, git check out. Why though? Git pull. Oh, it's feet. Wow. Why do you shorten feature like that? You get such a nice long name. I always make him with mushroom sauce with a little white wine in it for my schnitzel. Wow. Unmodded. Why are you trolling me? Oh, I'm just not smart again. Okay. Obviously garlic on everything. Okay, let's open that again. Can we cargo test? Put in my peanut soup. Risk 0807, thanks for the follow. I think we reached the first programmer milestone, 128 followers. Hey ho, let's go. I'm ready. 128. The next is 256, I think. Then we get 512, 1024, so on and so forth. We should do a binary count on stream. Okay, so every test passed. Now we'll break it. Type path, I said. It's not a path segment, it's a type path instead. 7 documents on disk would be loaded for change. Yeah, try it. Whoa. Can we undo? So that did it really rename. Okay, did we save everything? Let's calculate test again. You should fail though. Why aren't you failing? Because it's still a oh, I reverted that as well. So, how do I replace stuff? No T-rolls. Yeah, sadly not today. But most of the times I actually do programming streams. And I think I'm gonna do every second Saturday gaming streams. He does, yeah. I want to keep the gaming and the viewer game stuff special. So, master toggle bit. How do I replace stuff in Vim? Isn't it just typing what I want, like path segment, and then typing slash and the other thing? Or is it :S? :S? Yeah. Okay, got it. So, path segment with yeah. I still have to look into it. So it's type path. Then enter. Oh. Can I do it again? How can a search and replace everything? Do we S? Oh, don't I have to do it G? Like that? No. Risk and his friends run a armor-free armor-free life modification. So it was the G. Okay, so like that. Oh, %? You need the %. What does the % do? Oh, in the whole file, and greedy. Okay. So let's see what breaks. The thing is, didn't you say you can program armor free with plugins? So like C++ DLLs and stuff like that. Every game the time is cool. Nice. What's the GC stuff? Okay, let's undo everything. Do %s/path segment / type path/gc. Oh, the C is for confirm. So now I can do yes. I can see every. Oh, that's cool. Okay, first I need to fix something. I need to. It's in my defaults, right? So. Change word test. Do I need to run the stuff on Windows though? What is Rust? It is looking weird. Rust is kind of like a safe C++. So quit. Reload. Not cargo run. Did the wrong thing again. Rust is a terrible name for a language. Okay. What do I have? It's a bit too wide though. Yeah, today I opened Twitch and looked at it on the left side and saw Shroud and this game Rust. And I thought, what? Shroud is doing Rust development? What did I miss? But he's not doing development, sadly. Having Rust in your life in any way or form is usually never a good idea. Yeah, true. So, okay, let's do the queue self. What do we have here? Gonna do something illegal. I'm gonna use my arrow keys. Can't you order that for me? Am I missing something? Oh, it's an option. It is an option though. Oh, that's the qualified self. That doesn't even have to be here. Okay. So we have the path. Can we do just path ident? I think that's wrong too. So how do you like my new boxes, Togglebit? No field ident. Can we do segments? Don't even know now. What stream is this? Where am I? Okay, it's what's a punctuated? Can I get an identifier from that? No, I can't. Let's see if it breaks. No, it doesn't. Doesn't it break because we did it right? Or didn't it break because we did it wrong? Always a good question, right? Okay. Back to the beginning. Why back to the beginning? Just so we can actually break the old version. So here's the message string stuff. What if I do standard? I mean, it won't compile, obviously. A built-in type with a similar name exists string. Is there... Is there any downside for one over the other? Does anyone of you know how to use Sin? Path at which a named item is exported. Okay, and the path segment is only a part of that. Segment of a path together with any path arguments in that segment. Can you use that in a sentence, please? feel like I'm at spelling bee and okay. Usage. Okay. There's not many things to explain, just unrolls the diverse components of a type. There's a type path, path segment, path arguments. Whoa. Don't steal from Pretzel Rocks. Yeah, I knew I should filter Pretzel Rocks messages and give him 0 points, actually. We can do that afterwards. Works with tokens. You cannot know for sure that it is an option. The user could, for example, type. Alright. I'm thinking if this has... If we should use this instead. Wait. Can't we just use type? Oh. Let's use our new Vim skills that we learned. Do path segment. Replace that with type. Do a GC. Actually, don't do a G. Just everything. Okay, so we do have an error somewhere, I think. Okay, there is no identifier. There is no type. Okay, so I think it is a type path. Hey, Swanee. Can't they submit easier things? Can't they submit stuff that I actually know about? Like T-Worlds? Can't they submit T-Worlds bugs to random repositories for me to look at? See if she actually fixed the pre-commit. No. Hour ago. You having a good afternoon? Kinda. My Crohn's acted up a bit. But other than that, it was kind of fine. Yet your German is leaking. Okay, Sen Rust Sen Path segment versus type path. Only ever get this link. Standing Rust macros. Yes, let's do that. Extract type from option. So we do have an option. Okay. What are macros? No.
Tell me where I belong. I've been searching all night. Walking these streets, it's a maze at midnight. Been talking to you, yet those days have gone by. I gave you a chance to treat me right. I'm a blank canvas you can paint.
So every type path is inside a path? It's a field? It's a struct, a data struct? Semi-token. Thing is, I think you always do have the path segment. Okay, let's try something else. The breaking stuff is actually more fun. So we gonna mod some module. We're gonna pub obstruct message. Oh, 6 down. Okay, let's do sit like that. Some module message. Sprint line. Whatever. Oh, we do actually need to use that. So we can go to definition. Okay. So change until that. Some module message. Cargo test. Let's see if it still compiles. It still compiles. Ooh, there's a new POC champ. Cool. We only do Bob champs here. By the way, hi, Warclaw. How are you doing? Also, I found out today, you can now actually type colon and the name of the emote, so you don't have to use the search at all. If we could actually break it, then we could form an argument to why one is better than the other. But I do not see it breaking. Any ideas how to break this? Let's just ask. Let's go with asking. Okay. What am I working on? Okay, let's back off a bit. I'm a contributor to the Riker project, which is an actor model for Rust, and we got an issue 2 hours ago that if you use the macro, which by the way I think should absolutely go and be completely redesigned because it's not helping as much as it should. But we get a bug that generics aren't allowed inside of the macro. So if you have a generic type, it's actually not correctly resolved. And the same person already submitted a pull request, which we have here, which is currently not, which is failing some checks. But the thing I'm concerned with right now is she used the path segment to pass the type. But the more correct solution, I think, would be to use a type path. So from the principle alone, it would be better to just use the type path. But right now, I'm currently searching if there would be any problem with using the path segment instead. Oh wait, let's actually try. Let's actually try this. Let's actually try the associated stuff. See if we can. Let's see if we can break it, so we can know if it should be changed. So we'll have to help, but this is way out of my. Well, if it's my level, it's your level too. Okay, so we have some trait. Lol. And the trait has an associated type. X. Okay. So now we can do struct whatever and impl lol for whatever, and the type X is going to be a string. Does that compile? It does. So now we can here do lol as whatever X, right? No. X defined here, but okay, let's do it's not type. Also, another thing, if you just provide ideas, if you just throw stuff at me, it's still more help than most people think it is. Because when you get stuff thrown at you, and people just saying, hey, it could be this, it could be this, your brain starts working and doing something with that. So we do %s path segment with type path, I think it was. Okay. Dot ident. Where is the thing I'm searching? Here's the thing I'm searching. So there's the path segments last unwrap ident. But it still breaks. Some trait. Cannot find associated type in whatever. But I did implement it. Oh, it's the other way around. It's whatever is lol. Private trade. Okay, let's fix that. Pub. What are you working on? Watching like an arrow, sir. Okay, let me explain again. I'm contributor to Riker, which is an open source actor framework for Rust. And one person reported that inside the proc macro we have, you can't actually say your message type contains a generic. Okay? And now the person, the same person also did already make a pull request. But the two things I'm concerned with. The one is she didn't actually run the pre-commit, which she needs to do anyway, and fix some stuff. That's number one. Number two is she used the path segment. And I think if you want to do it 100% correct, it shouldn't be a path segment, it should be a type path. And that's what I'm checking right now. I'm checking if I can break this stuff in a way that one works but the other doesn't. Not to prove the person wrong, just to validate if the one thing should actually be used instead of the other. So if one of the two breaks, either the solution I'm thinking is right or the solution she brought up, then I can actually do an educated educated stuff. I don't know. Educated comment. Then I can comment correctly on it. That's what I want to do. So let's test it again, and now it should work because, yeah. So now we could the type of stuff. Whoops. Type of. Type it correctly. Then dot. I have to go to bed and not up on the sofa. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Have a good night, and I'm gonna be streaming on Monday, so no weekend streams to this week. So we'll see each other on Monday again. Have a good night. Every time the dot command comes up, I think someone wrote idiot in stream. Okay, let's make it easy. So we want to do does it work the same now? I think it does. So now I'm kind of out of ideas. Because we apparently can't break it. And if we can't break it, I think they're the same. So what are we going to do with this information? I do think the one solution is the kind of preferred one, because it's actually what we want. It's a type path and not a path segment. But on the other hand, I don't like the unwrap stuff. Yeah, just to prove it. I mean, it's probably gonna take a while before the PR gets approved. I have no writing rights now. still wait for them to come along someday. But the original maintainer also has a bit of stress right now. Yeah. I mean that in the worst case, I'll just ask. I'll just ask why she used the one over the other. That's always something you can do. Also, let's check that again. Pre-commit. Are those even unnecessary casts? That's not even problems with her fix. It's not even something she broke. So now the question is who broke that? So it's already failing here. Is it failing with everything? I think the addition of the GitHub actions. Let's check. Create a GitHub workflow. It's already merged. The bump also went through. What did that bump? Hey Justin. How are you doing? Okay, it's just the version itself. Oh, it's that was for the publish. So why is the pre-commit now? Create pre-commit. No. Let's not do that right now. It's doing. We're working on a Riker issue. So the original thing I wanted to do today, was to fix that problem. That you can't use that you can't use generics inside of a proc macro. But the person who reported the issue already did a pull request. So naturally, I wanted to check the pull request and comment on it. So now there are two problems. The one is that the pre-commit actually fails. And the other thing is that she uses a path segment here. And I think, just from my understanding of how Syn works, the more correct version would be to use type path instead of a path segment. But using a type path, that's this line, using a type path is actually more complicated to get the thing we want than this version. But I do think it should be the more correct version. So now I wanted to actually comment on the pull request. Small coding streams are fun. Yeah. Comment on the pull request, but I think our pre-commit is broken. Because when you look at a pull request, and the thing that actually failed, those are all stuff in the original Riker library, which she didn't even touch. How long would it take me to rewrite it in the other way? I mean, I have both versions here, so yeah, down the rabbit hole. So those two lines. Let's get them a bit more separated. Disable this. So those are the lines. The first one, the simpler one, is the path segment. And the one below is the type path. I don't like the last unwrap stuff. No. I'm not saying this is more correct. I'm saying the type is more correct. So a path segment, as far as I understand it, is any part inside of a whole path. So if you have something like standard time duration, the time in the middle would be a path segment. The last one also would be a path segment, but the middle one also. And the type path itself is the whole thing. And now that the thing I tried to do was actually break it somehow. So come up with a way to break one of the two versions. I don't care which one breaks. I just want one to break in one situation or another. Because if I can't come up with a situation where one of them breaks, I can treat them as the same. And if I can treat them as the same, I can just use the easier one. Even though from the description alone, type path would be the correct one. Yeah, but that's the thing. If you have two things and both are intended for something else, like the one in, I don't know how to actually explain that correctly. Let's just continue with what I wanted to say. So if they aren't intended for the same thing, so one is intended for the one thing, one is intended for the other thing, but they do currently work the same, means that once the implementation changes, the one might break and the other one might not. And I know that's something that the future hardliner could actually deal with. And we could just go with the easier one. So that's why I'm searching for a way to break the one or the other. Maybe the overlap. Maybe that's okay. I mean, I have somewhere. Okay. I found a blog post. Hi, Fluffy. Oh, future hardliner. Yeah, but what if we hit those other cases? Future hardliner goes back to this timestamp. Yeah, I think future hardliner won't remember that. So I found this blog post. And that's kind of like how the type path works. Oh, wait. No, okay, that's kind of like a path type path is built. So you have the Q self. The Q self is only sum. Let's go back here. The Q self is only sum if you have a qualified type like this. Then the vec t in this case is the Q self. I can do, but that will confuse others. So, and the thing is, because you always have a type path, and the type path always has a path, and the path always has segments, and we always want to have the last segment probably. Do we though? I think we do, because we always have to want to have the last segment. I think it doesn't matter because we always match the last segment with this. Kinda. Okay, let me try something else. Let me... Okay, let's do something crazy. Let's put this in a module. Let's call it break it, in the hopes that it does break it there. Okay. All is pub as it should be. Now let's do break it. Break it. It's still going to work. So let's do... Okay, that's expected. So we're gonna do... break it, save. Let's okay, maybe... Maybe I found something. So path segment... No. That's it? That was the whole thing to break it? Didn't even need all the rest. Okay, let's... Okay, so now I do change in... almost. Let's do string again. Oh no. Is that correct? No, it's not. So now it's correct. So we don't need all that stuff. Let's... Did I do... Okay, let's revert that completely. Mod... Break it. Do we have another one of those? Yeah, we have. Okay, now it should be fixed. Okay. Now we can... Still something wrong. Oh. Let's break it now. Does it now work? Okay, now it does work. Let's change that back. Comment that out. Whoa. Comment that in. Cargo test. Huh? Now it breaks everything? Okay, so not that breaks. Oh, it breaks everything because... Okay. So we do actually need the correct stuff. We do need to use that. So now the next question arises. What if there is no last part? Okay, what's the actual result of this? What's the actual result of this? So we do have we broke it now. That's one step. So that's an error. What is the error? Wow. Did I closed the wrong? I closed the wrong thing. It's not test. Source lib. Yeah. So how are we going to fix this? I mean, we could... T path segments last map. No, we need to make this. We make this into an error. How we get an option to an error? I think there was something. Oh, we can do an okay or. Wait. Just error? No. Doesn't exist. I think it's the other way around. Okay, but we can do an okay or else. What's the map or else? Whoa. Okay, or? Yeah, okay, or just gives me a result. Oh, wait, I can just map it. I can do okay, or... No, let's do okay or else, actually. Then we can do map. Segment. So let's save that. Oh, because it's just in here. Wait. So we already have a... We have an iterator. Oh boy. Message types, phone types. Oh wait. No, I also can't do an exclamation mark here. So I can only do an unwrap. Ah, that sucks. I think you have to return a value, not the error itself. Oh, in the last variation, yeah. But I just figured out that I'm stupid and that we're actually in here. And we're already in a map. And the vase thing isn't punctuated. It is punctuated already. Oh yeah. It is a punctuated because it's a comma separated list of types. So I mean we could return a result and flat map that, but that would just get rid of any error we have. Is there another unwrap in here? No, probably not. Oh, let me think. Okay, let's start with replying. Let's start with actually replying. And checking that again. So okay, so it is actor itself. Yeah. Now someone needs to fix that too. Okay, let's start with that. Not git. Pre-commits that is failing. Shouldn't we actually test that first? CDE projects Rust Riker. So now we're doing pre. Okay, we don't have pre-commit. I also do not like that we need npm. What? That we need npm just for the stupid pre-commit. That's so useless. So sorry. Cut. No. Why do we want to have npip? This is crazy. You need to do an npm install, which does a Python install, which sets up the Python to use the Python pre-commit hook stuff just for pre-committing. Boy. I should, instead of a hydrate button, I should do a drink a shot of vodka, which is only enabled while doing open source work. Okay, so Pac-Man. Let's see if we do have npip. No. No. I'm gonna cry. How to install npip? Not no npip. Oh, is it it's an npm module, right? Whoa, 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 whoa. npm minus g npip. Does that work? We do not have yarn. Okay, a bit of a dumb question, but what is the use case for actor model frameworks? The use case for actor model frameworks, it's like Erlang, yeah. It's the message passing stuff. So high concurrency stuff, really high concurrency stuff is almost always message passing. If you look C++, yeah, C++ cluster, whatever. So high performance clustering and everything that goes into stuff like that is going to be message passing. So if you want high throughputs or high uptimes, because that's one of the most important features for actor models is actually the uptime stuff. That's all going to be message passing. Also, if you're starting to do shared stuff, like if you're doing networking with other services, it's going to be message passing anyway. So you can, there's this C++ actor framework, CAF, and the C++ actor framework supports transparent networking. So you can create an actor, and then instead of running it locally, you just run it on a remote machine and another executable, and switch one thing, and it just switches. The system doesn't really care if the actor is local or somewhere else. So it provides It is. I think it's. I think the actor framework is that what object orientation should be. But that's quite a hot take, so we're not going into that today. We can some other day. Yeah, check it out. Check it out. If you want to do experimentation with it, and you can actually try Pony, which is extremely slow to load apparently. But the whole language is built upon. Oh, wait. No, no, no. The whole site is built upon the actor model. Is Riker production ready? I wouldn't say so. I mean, you can use it in production. You can use everything in production if you want. But I think the feature set is too limited right now for full actor framework. There needs to be so much done. We need to get persistence done. We need to get networking done somehow. We can you can use it right now, but there's lots of stuff you need to do yourself. So, but if you just want to play around with it, you can absolutely give it a go. Okay, so how do we actually get MPIP running? What kind of crap is this? Okay, can I install is it pre-commit? I can. Okay. Let's do it that way. I mean, I don't really have anything that would need massive concurrency right now anyway. Yeah, that's understandable. Okay, let's do that. This is the master branch. Just so we're clear here. This is not. Don't you dare pass. Oh, it's the touch thing. Yeah. Yeah, do it. I hope I'll get the contributor rights someday, so I can just merge stuff when it's ready. But like I said, it's okay. That's not acceptable. Where are we? Pre-commit step is failing on master. While reviewing 1.5. While reviewing number 155. So that pre-commit hooks are failing. Wait. Failing. This is not a problem with the pull request itself. The pre-commit hook is also failing on master itself. Let's just put that here so it's done. Okay. So it's already mentioned. Let's comment on that too. The clippy arrows. Currently broke. Let's leave it. Let's leave it like that and comment on the change itself for now. Start the review. How do we write this? Half segment should be replaced with type path. Was it type path? It was type path. So type path. Otherwise, you can't use fully qualified type names like let's break it. Let's actually rename that. Break it into some module. For example, Rust start a review. No, not what did I do? Oh, I started the review. That's what I also be test to check if fully qualified types work. See, is my German leaking? Thanks for the follow, Ubu Kumo. Kumi? Is it an I? It is an I. It is an I. Yeah, thanks for the follow. How are you doing today? How was your day? How is the weather today? Did you eat something good? Is there something you want to talk about? Are you a programmer? So many questions, so many questions. See example above. So that's done. Okay, let's comment here as well. Let's take the whole line. Only replacement. What is during my tests is Or just think there should be a way without the unwrap. By the way, we do have the unwrap. What if what happens when I do this? So it does the correct thing. So we can actually unwrap. Oh, wait a second. What about this? Unexpected end of input also does the correct unwrap stuff. What if we remove this? Expected type. Okay. So I think it's kind of unbreakable, though. Let's add that. Way without the unwrap, but wait. Expect. No. Oh, what did I do? What? I pressed crazy stuff again. I think there should be a way to use this without the unwrap, but in my tests couldn't trigger the unwrap once. So if we don't find any other solution, could just leave the unwrap in here, but in this case it should be commented. And that's why it's here. And I'm gonna go to bed. Hope you have a nice stream. Well, thanks for watching, and I hope you join next time. Have a good night and sleep well. In this case, it should be commented why it's here and why it can't fail. I think there should be a way to once. I think this is the case because if no half segment is present, the passing, let's make this beautiful, the passing errors outweigh before we actually get here. Let's add this as well. Okay, reviewed everything. Finish. Recurse changes. Could you look into the requested changes? I will try to fix the clippy stuff in the meantime. Alright. Because the clippy stuff is actually something completely else and shouldn't be touched in here. So... okay, that's done. That's the pull. That's also done for now. Let's actually start working on Clippy now. On the Clippy problems, not Clippy itself. So... let's make new branch. Fix, Clippy, errors. Oh, do we have... I think I made an issue. Recommit step is failing. I did. Okay. How did I name my branches? Oh. Riker. Let's see. Fix issue and the number. That's what I did. Okay. Let's keep it at that. Fix issue 156. Not we see, we dot. Start with lib. Okay, let's see what we can actually execute. It's not cargo. It's pre-commit. Run -a. No, wait, I can do just cargo Clippy. Okay, so what does the pre-commit do different? Pre-commit config. All targets, all features. Okay, let's build something out of that. So commit run. No files. What do you mean no files to check? Is it because of the long? Is it because of no? It's is it cargo check? It's not cargo check, right? It's just run -a, whatever. Okay, so thanks for the input. Holy. So gonna open actor cell. And 606. It's number 1 done. Next one. Plant level. Okay, let's move that here. Let's just kill one of them. Okay, let's see. Oh, we got another one of those. Wait. They're literally the same. They're all... No, they're not literally the same. But the first two are... Okay, let's check. Unnecessary cast. No, not this one. That's the one. Use a custom error type instead. Why? Did anyone actually run this? Okay, actor ref. Source actor ref. And it's come on. Where was I? 191. 191. If the message type is not supported, error is returned. So it complains because there is no error. Because there is no error type. Probably all the same. Let's move through here. It's also the same. Dispatch any is also the same. Error. Try any NQ. What does try any NQ do? It's straight. Okay. Vim search folder. Can simply use the grep command. Okay, that means I can do can actually mark that. Do grep this one in star.rs. Okay, so why didn't you work? No matches for wildcard. Oh, okay. Let's do */*/stars. Source kernel mailbox. I'm in mailbox 67. Go to 67. Wait. No, not 67. Try any Oh, I'm in kernel ref. I'm in the wrong file. 67. Okay, we get try any NQ. We get try NQ. What's Q? It's a Q writer. Do you mean change list is empty? Wow. Let's do that again. Go here. Go here. So it's just NQ failure. What's educational? I try to keep the stream itself educational, and I try to keep to get people to ask questions. So if you want to know something about what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and so on and so forth, just ask and I will gladly tell you, and we can learn together. And this is Vim, yes. So the top part is Vim. The bottom part is 2-screen Windows. So get it NQ result. That does have a correct error though. Well, Emacs camp here, coming in peace, of course. It's fine. Like 3 weeks ago, I think 3 weeks ago I was still a VS Code user. So, and I think we can both agree that Vim is better than VS Code, right? So here we have an NQ result. Where do we get to? Haven't used VS Code that much. Yeah, for me it was kind of I used to use Windows a lot. Yeah. So yeah, everyone can just use what they want. That's fine. So that already has an NQ result. So why don't... What? So why not use that here? Why not do NQ result? Just... I feel Emacs is so much better than anything else. It's hard for me to compare. Yeah, that's understandable. For the longest time... Why are you complaining? Type and trade? For the longest time, I just used VS Code and I was happy with it. I could do everything I needed. And I also didn't think that Vim would change the thing I work with so much, but it did. So it's an incompatible type for trade, type in trade. Oh, because it can't be a... You almost got the perfect combo? What do you mean? Oh, Vim plus Rust plus Arch, yeah. I mean, it's not quite Arch. It's Arch Light. Okay, so go here. Why are you complaining? Oh. Oh? Does that do? Got it. We do have an NQ error. Do have an envelope. That needs to be a message. Why can't an empty tuple not be a message? Isn't an empty tuple kind of like debug, clone, send, and static? Kind of like... How do we go back in Vim? I already knew that. Let's check. Vim... Last position... Control O. Oh. Yeah, so I'm just learning right now. So we can... Okay, but if you excuse me for a second, gonna take a short break because I'm streaming for 2 hours non-stop. Gonna take a short bathroom break. I'll be right back in about a minute. And then we'll continue with fixing strange errors. Be right back. .404 hardliner not found. I am back though. So I'm 200 liner now. Oh. So Commander Fresh, then do you do Rust programming as well? Can't I do impl impl message for shouldn't that kind of work? Shouldn't that kind of work? How are you doing, Megafox? How's it going? It's conflicting. It already implements message. So why doesn't it work then? That's stupid. Stupid. Annoyed from cups and printers. Ugh. Ugh. I hate printers. The only thing I hate more than printers is modems. And modems are my day job, so I do understand the pain. You got it working there? That's very nice. And I'm here struggling with stupid errors. I can convert my text to PDF and send it to a label printer. That's very nice. I actually do not own a printer. I almost never need to print something. And I live a happy life. A good life. A print-free life. So should we get an next step is a simple web app which creates a simple interface for it? That's cool. What do you want to write the web app in? Rust all the way down? In pain. Yeah, that's understandable. So what? Okay, what if we just remove this? What does it return now? Message. What is message, Joe? Actual. What is actual? Dear Rust Analyzer, please help. Yeah, I actually hate frontend. Well, hate is a very strong word. So it's an any. It's a box of an any. No, wait. Is there the next position as well? Control O and I. Makes sense. Didn't do much with Rust yet. But as is really simple, I could do it with Rust. Yeah, do it. Rust is quite enjoyable. I think Rust is quite enjoyable. So, except when you have some stupid bugs left like that. So just to give a little bit of context, I explained it like 5 times already. So let's do it a 6th time. I am working on Riker, which is an actor model library for Rust. And we have a proc macro which takes messages and generates another type out of it. And a person submitted an issue and a pull request for it. While reviewing the pull request, load Firefox. While reviewing the pull request, yeah, I caught a few things. I already mentioned them, blah, blah. But there's actually some pre-commit stuff failing. And the problem is it has nothing to do with the pull request. So you can't just check out the master branch, run the pre-commit check, and it fails. So there already is a failing pre-commit checked in. And now I'm checking why that is. And someone just said, okay, deny Clippy all, without fixing everything that needs to be fixed. That's the world I live in now. And one of the errors I currently have is that Clippy complains because the error we're returning is an empty tuple and not actually a custom error type. That's what I'm trying to fix right now. And the obvious fix would be to just use an enqueue result. So, no. So an enqueue result with any? Cannot find any in scope. Standard any. Now you can find any in scope. Change in any sounds evil. It is. So we're gonna box the any. Because why not? Cannot be sent between threads safely. Yeah, but you do not need to send it, though. Oh, come on. The any is here, so the idea is the following. You get a reference. You get some reference to an actor. And send any message, and it should at runtime route the message correctly to the correct mailbox if the actor supports it, or fail at runtime if it doesn't, because this case cannot actually be type checked. And I think it should actually be completely removed. Because if you need behavior like that, you could still implement it yourself on top of it. Or use it from inside a library or something like that. So I think, maybe, probably, somewhere between 0 and 100%, it should be removed. But that's not for me to decide. Now, I just want to fix this stuff somehow. But I think I'm just gonna need to create a custom error for that. So let's see. Where am I? Here am I. So we have an enqueue result. You have an enqueue result. The enqueue result has an enqueue error, which contains the message. So we could... Oh boy. You do a pub struct any enqueue error. So now we're gonna jump here, change around braces, do an any enqueue error, which is now kind of the same. Do you mean? Oh wait, maybe I'm just stupid. Maybe I am just stupid. That's always a possibility. So we can do an enqueue result again. We're gonna yank inward. Gonna try any enqueue. Wow. Gonna the paste and delete the rest. Expected standard result. Oh. So now I can just drop that? No? We expect a result of an enqueue error envelope. What? Why do we expect that? Okay. So we're gonna do change around that. We can do enqueue error. Does that work? Cannot find struct variant the unit type enqueue error. Well, it's in queue, right? The queue enqueue error. So source kernel mailbox, and that's source kernel queue. So create kernel queue. Do you not get it? Okay, we need an envelope. Envelope. We have a new here. We don't have a new here. Wow. So So the message is gonna be that. Oh, we already have an envelope. Couldn't convert error to inq. What? Okay, let's go back. Let's go back. Yeah, that's yeah, stretching is a good idea. Stretching and drinking are good ideas. But I only have water. Should get something else to drink. Should get good old vodka. Q result. Now delete until the R. Delete until the big R. Okay. Cheers. Okay, so now we do yank in a word. Gonna find. Then we're gonna paste that. So impl into any enq error for. Does that work? I think it does work. Okay. So try any enq. So change around places. This is an any enq error. Why isn't that working? Oh, we need the from. Okay. Any enq. It's not into we need, it's the from we need. Impl from that to that. Delete that. It's from now. I think it's an unself. No, it's not a self. Let's call it other. Do we get a reference to that? think the rest is the same. No? Don't need a name for that. So now we... Now that actually works. So we can do a cargo run. We can do a cargo build. We can do a cargo build. By the way, Blade Master, are you still streaming? I haven't seen you streaming on Twitch in a long time. Didn't it, how didn't it fail? Okay. Let's check again. Actor Ref 191. We already have that. Oh. So it's already public, that's good. Any NQ error. So we can do change around the braces. Any NQ error. Pardon me. Sorry to wake you up. Okay, I mean, it's okay that that's not found. Let's go here. It's in the mailbox. Any NQ error. Let's go back down here. But doesn't it already... Wait, that's stupid. They already returned the same thing. Okay. Cargo build again. Gonna go to Ectrocell 131. Oh, it's here already. Okay, so now we do add queue. Okay. Kernel mailbox. Any NQ. Yeah, it's an any NQ error. Cargo build again. Actor ref. Actor ref 207. Oh, I'm also already here. I'm so good. Oh. So add queue. Kernel mailbox. I need actor kernel mailbox. Any NQ error. build. What are you complaining about? Actor ref. Cannot find kernel in actor? Oh. Actually makes sense. So we are in ActorRef 200. 200. So here as well. Done now? Cargo build? We're not done now. So we need a debug on that. That's okay. We can do that. Derive debug. Debugger. Okay, it built correctly. Let's see if the checks run through. They do not. We're getting there. That's fine. Source system 774. Source. Wait. Edit source system 774. Oh wait, that was okay. So the next one. Okay, they're both the same. That's fine. We have another one of those. Why though? Come on. Lib 79. Let's run that again. Just to get a clean run. Lib 79. Okay. Already have lib open. Let's go to 79. Any message take. Okay, it doesn't actually matter what we return here. It's so stupid that it just doesn't work with. Okay. Do not complain. Struct. Downcast any. Let's return this instead. So not change in, change around. Downcast any message error. Cargo build. Oh, come on. think that's in mailbox. Yeah. So take. Now we do just map error. Can't leak private type. Okay, let's fix that. Bob. We'll probably need to make it debug as well. Right? No, we do not. Okay. Let's fix that. Seems like it's running now. Okay. Git add dot git commit minus m. Oh wait. Should actually oh come on. It's not what I pressed. I mean we didn't do any crazy stuff, right? Wait, that's something we could actually change. Git or oh, I should remember the name at least. So down. Oh, where was that? Here. So in kernel ref at about 72. In kernel ref at about 72. Okay. So now we can delete that. Can actually map this. Okay, that's gone, that's gone, that's gone. Why though? True. Oh wait, we can delete that as well. So now do we still build? We do still build. Do we still... Do we still test? I should actually configure my auto mod correctly. So how's my chat doing? How are you all? Why is my CPU at 91 degrees Celsius? So how are you? Are you all asleep? Anyone awake in chat? QQ. Git commit. I'm awake. Ooh, very nice. We fixed everything. What do we git commit? Errors. Push. Come on. It's not origin. Should know it's not origin. It's mine. Hey Gazpacho Soup. Good, trying to fix my server? What are you working on? Or what is the problem with your server? Let's say it like that. Okay, so what did we do? We got an NQ error in there. Yeah, so we just made custom errors. That's all. It's not fixed. It's fix. This should fix 156. Just converting it to use Docker Compose, having issues with it, writing to my ZFS pool. That's way above my head. Not this should fix. This fixes. Yeah. Come on, GitHub Actions, do your thing. I have to confess, I've never actually used Docker for real. I wanted to learn it. I wanted to learn Docker, Kubernetes, all the cool container stuff, but I never had a reason to use them. So Docker Compose is like the what does Docker Compose actually do? A coworker of mine explained it like a billion years ago, or what feels like a billion years ago. I have no idea. Are we here listening to sleepy music now? Oh, my media keys aren't working. Gotta fall asleep with that. Ran loads of applications without Docker, but it's easy to swap onto another host as my config is all just a file sort of spread out. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, at least that works now. Let's see if we've broken out something else. Yeah, I should look at, I should actually just look into Docker. Yeah. I mean, I tried to run NixOS in a virtual machine, and I was already thinking about migrating my main machine, so this machine I'm on, to NixOS. Because it's kind of the same. You just have one config file, and you do a, hey, please set up my system, and it just works. But the documentation is so awful. So I actually switched to Arch. I use not Arch, by the way. I use Manjaro because I couldn't be bothered to do the normal setup. Wow. Wait, does a Mac OS and Ubuntu a Windows test? Run tests, run tests. Oh, that's the macro stuff. This check has started. Are there some good resources on Docker? Is there some kind of cool tutorial? Yeah, Nixos has its own problems though. So you need to learn the configuration file. I can show you. So what? Nixos config. So everything starts with a configuration.nix file. This is the basis for the whole system, so to say. So here you can define your users if you want, if the users are admin, and so on and so forth. You can configure the whole system in that one file. So everything you want in a base installation just gets put into here. You can also split it into multiple files, obviously, but it's kind of like it's just getting included or referenced. So yeah, Linux Server IO is great. Let's open that. So yeah, that's the base stuff. And then you can use something like overlays, which are certain things to get stuff like Rust running with current versions. And everything after that kind of gets complicated because I wanted to install NeoVim nightly, the newest version. And it was crazy hard to get that working correctly. So we did about 3 or 4 different methods to install that until we found a script or something like, or a Nix repository with packages that you could just include and do an install, and it just worked. But it was so hard to find, and you can't with Arch. It's just I can just clone something and execute a command, and it's there. Where does it source package from? From the Nixos package registry. So Nixos packages. Yeah, it has its own package registry, and you can even use custom package registries. So that's not the problem. But the thing is, if you type, if you search for cargo. 145 cargo version, so it's like 3 versions behind, 4 versions behind. My brain doesn't work. So you need to go to unstable to get to 1 version behind. That's one of the big problems with NixOS. So if there's no one to just publish the package for you and prepare the package for you, because some packages need special patching to actually work, because Nix works so differently than normal Linux stuff, it gets quite complicated. The idea is great. I think the idea is great, but yeah, it's still hard. Okay, so that worked. Don't want to close my pull request. Don't want to open with. I want to ping. I want to ping one of the reviewers. Thought you could do some Nix things on top of Montrero, for example. Yeah, you can. You absolutely can. So you can just use the best of both worlds if you like. Install go to nixes.org. If you go to download, this is just the Nix package manager. You can install that on almost every Linux you like. It even does work on Windows, kind of, with the WSL. Yeah. But that's something you can do. And NixOS is the whole version with it. I mean, there are two really cool things with NixOS, but I can't seem to find them on the page anymore. The one was Hydra. Hydra was a CI, not CI, a build server, kind of, but built upon Nix packages, so you would get almost 100% reproducible builds, which is insanely cool. And the other thing was DevOps based on Nix, so you give it a configuration and it just spins up a whole server for you, which is also insanely cool. But like I said, if you don't invest heavily in it, I don't think it's worth it. Let's see if she answered. Okay, so there's nothing new right here. Let's see if there's something else we can do. Let's close everything we don't need. Start with that. Okay, how does this get along? Can ignore this. Sounds a lot nicer than the whole Ansible puppet way of looking at. Yeah, it is. It really is, because the config language itself also is kind of like a functional language, and it's guaranteed to terminate and stuff. So you don't have the whole, we want something like a programming language, but we don't want to use it, and therefore we just use YAML stuff, which actually sucks. Should never, ever, 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 ever use YAML in one of your software solutions. It's actually awful. I don't know why people still choose to use it, except for the indentation syntax, which they kind of like somehow. Okay. Documentation. Oh, so that's just Docker images? Or do they have tutorials as well? They do have kind of... Okay. I mean, another thing I want to look into someday are unikernels. Because I think for certain problems, unikernels would actually be better than just spinning up a Docker container. So just throw the whole HTTP server in a VM instead of throw an OS in a VM and an HTTP server on top of that. Is there a cool... there is one in your OCaml, I think. Mirage, yes. Also, these do still work with that. I think they did a demo once, but they made an HTTP server which spawned a unikernel for each request, and it performed kinda well. So they make images for common applications you may want to run. Ah, got it. But isn't that kind of what Docker Hub is for? I mean, I can just is it hub Docker? Yeah. Docker hub. It's hub Docker. Okay. So there's the Docker hub. You can actually search for. Let's see, Nginx. So why would I want to use Linux server IO instead of Docker hub? It's for me, it's just a thing I don't know. I can't compare the two. Docker hub is the one I know. So if you would have asked me to set up an Nginx Docker or an Nginx in a container, the first thing I would do is go to Docker hub, search for Nginx, click on the button, and do this. But like I said, I've done nothing with it. So let's see, Docker hub, if more base emit. Oh, okay, that makes sense. So Docker hub is like only the thing itself, and they provide complete solution that you can just use. That makes sense. Web server, one kernel per request. Let's see. For every URL, is it the one? I recently wrote a DNS server that can boot unikernels on demand. The following. Oh. Yeah, so stuff like that. The thing with the unikernels is you can spawn a unikernel in less than a second, I think. So depending on the load, or in way less than a second, let's say like that. So depending on the load, you can just actually kill the whole service, have a completely idle server, and when the first request comes in, you just spawn an instance in, and that's fast enough to serve everyone. It's so cool. For example, the Nginx version of the Linux server has a setup using servbot options and some DNS things linked in. Example, reverse proxies to other applications. Yes. Oh, okay. Got it. That does sound actually cool. So drop the docs from the link and just start it. So no more Docker hub. Okay. One linked issue. This doesn't have a linked issue. Does have a linked issue. Just it's a bit like AWS Lambda. Yeah, I mean Lambda is just a wait. I don't want to. Oh, where you just have a function running. That's actually powered by Firecracker now, right? So they built the micro VM stuff. But those things are like you start a trimmed down kernel, and the kernel then runs your program. That's kind of like Lambda does it, which is still, or it should be a little bit slower than the unikernel-based approach, because in the unikernel-based approach, you are the kernel. There is just nothing else. It's just the application itself gets started directly with a few base things like HTTP baked into it. So I think there's a unikernel in C. I don't know if you know C. Okay, let's search for unikernel simple. Let's check the awesome list. Is it include OS? Okay, include OS is gone. It's also gone. Wow. Oh, what was rump run? All the ones I kinda know are gone. To run unmodified Linux applications securely in micro VMs. Yeah. I mean, who knows? Maybe the Firecracker micro VMs are kind of like that. I mean, stuff like that is also a good use case for WASM, if you ask me. So you just have a specialized WebAssembly runner, which exposes like where you just implement like an event function or something like that, an event handler, and start the WebAssembly and get HTTP connections handed to you, something like that. That could actually be pretty safe and fast. And I don't know if anyone's done it, but probably. Okay. I think we're done here. I think we don't need to do anything else. So that's done for now. That's done. That's not done. Okay. We'll make a PR tomorrow. Did he do that? Was that already merged? Or did he just forget? Hello, GitHub? You there? Okay, so there's nothing here. Okay, so it's not done. Got it. Okay, let's drop that. Ooh, close. Very close. I mean, 200 points is nothing, almost. You gotta, yeah, you gotta be more active. Okay, my my tiny small stream I wanted to start is already 3 hours long. But I had something really important to write right now. Or you had something really important to do other than writing? Both are okay. Also, SpaceFox, do you know can we whitelist Pretzel Rocks for with the auto mod? The user itself? Because sometimes the auto moderator actually... Oh, large data bank with the raid. 17 people, hello, how are you doing? How late is it where you are? Let's get the hype going. 4 p.m? That's a good time. 7 p.m, 1 a.m. Yeah, I'm with you with the 1 a.m. So kinda late. So now but the question is, what do we do now? We get a amazing raid. But I'm done with my open source work. So large data bank, what did you stream? How was your stream? What did you stream? What are you streaming? Are you a programmer? Tell me a bit about yourself. And I'm gonna Google something in the meantime. And change my stream info. Let me get back. Thanks for the follow, Andika Risari. I hope I did pronounce that correctly. Did you guys bank some data? I hope it was large. The stream was basically a podcast with another streamer about general things. Buying gets purchase soup. Oh, that's very cool. So, what kind of things did you talk about? Let's go here, so I can actually see the messages while changing everything. Stream info is gone. They were both huge Go programmers and take about language optimizes networking software, the small touch and Rust support for async. Oh, that's very cool. That is very cool. But we're gonna do a bit of QEMA now. But what do I actually need? Gonna take the Arch Extra. Emo. What do we have? Headless. Emo headless. Probably way too many packages. Found the Arch user. I mean, I do have an OS command, so you can do !OS. It would tell you that I'm not quite an Arch user. I use the kiddie version of Arch. think I wanted kind of an Arch experience, but without the hassle. Without the hassle of installing it. Yeah, the by the way is absolutely necessary for stuff like that. So okay, now I'm gonna do the Linux thing now. Stuff I never do is just look at the man pages like a crazy person. What do we have? Port able to do this memory merge. That's not what I want. See if there's an obvious obvious argument that does what I want. For anyone who wonders what I actually want, I had the idea to set up an OS and allow Twitch to interact with the OS through bot commands. And I think QEMU should be able to do that somehow. But I also can't just pipe the messages into the OS, because I need special characters like arrow keys and control something keys. It's gonna be quite the project. Well, first of all, I need to check if I can actually remote control QEMU in that way. But I'm also not gonna host a real OS this way. So there's no Arch running inside my Arch. Probably host something crazy like Temple OS and show it somewhere on the screen and let people just interact with it, just for the lulz. Audio devices, sound hardware, add device driver. Also, if you have any questions, if you have questions about things you see on the screen, if you have questions about what I'm doing, what I'm trying to do, or if you just want to talk about something, feel free to ask. We're a pretty chill stream, or at least I try to be a pretty chill stream. Okay, maybe there's just a library to do that. QEMU remote control. I don't want to connect to remote console. Oh. On the remote machine, Liberty should be running in general. That's not going to happen. Tell Libward that you want to access a remote resource. You should supply a host name and the normal URI. Oh, on the host. No. No. The remote machine. But that's also, I think that's not what I want. I think that's actually not what I want. I don't want to use VNC. I guess programming with Rust as well. Oh, that goes to Nikan. They want to start QEMU remotely. I wasn't the one streaming. From my understanding, they both worked with Go professionally, but had interest in Rust. Ah, got it. But are you a programmer? Do you do programming yourself? Not interested in that. Do we want an emulator in Rust? Yeah, I work for MSFT. My opinions are my own. Yeah, that's I assumed that. What's MSFT again? Microsoft. Oh, so the big M dollar. It's kind of late. That's why I'm bad with abbreviations. But that's fine. I work for a I work for a smaller company and I write Delphi for my day job. And if you want to hear my opinions on Delphi, we're gonna have to switch the stream to mature for a bit. It is fine. I usually consider abbreviations as bad. Yeah, no problem. It's completely fine. That's how you learn things. Someone tells you something and you go, what do you mean? And they explain it to you, hopefully, and then you learn. It's the circle of learning, kinda. What do we want to do? Bindings do not implement all of what the sealer is providing. Okay. Never used Delphi before. What does it try to achieve? Nothing. It does no. Yeah, Delphi is let's open Delphi source code. Not Delphi tools. Come on. Delphi example. Let's open a Delphi class. Is that oh come on. Okay, let's do GitHub Synapse. Is it Synapse? Yeah, it is Synapse. That's a cool project we're actually not using. But it should be enough to show off some Pascal code. Because that's what Delphi kinda is, Object Pascal. So you do have stuff like name equals class. You do have separate implementation. You have a separate interface and implementation part of the class. It's a single pass compiler. So you need to pre-declare everything. Also, you have separate constant and variable sections in your functions. And you can only define variables or constants inside of that section if you actually want to use it just inside the class. If you want to use it outside of the class, you can define it outside of the class. But that's basically Delphi code. It's like kind of like Visual Basic with the if then, else, begin, end stuff. Yeah. And I think it tried to be simpler than C. I think that was the original stuff. Original thing they went for. And also the lead designer, I think it was the lead designer of Delphi was actually hired by Microsoft to work on C#. So that's why some of the C# classes or C# functions are named or structured quite similarly to Delphi. Just a little fun fact. Yep. But I do hate it with a passion. It's not the language's fault though. It's just the source code we have in our companies. let's say it sucks, to put it mildly. It's over-engineered, complicated, buggy, slow. Yeah. So sometimes you have, when you debug something, because of the object-oriented structure it is in, you have to move through like 3 or 4 classes of indirection, or 3 or 4 files, just to get to the thing you actually want to see. It's insane. It's really insane. It's crazy how you can abuse object-oriented programming to make code unreadable and undebuggable. Okay, let's check libvirt. That could be something we could use for management of hosts. Devs. Using C# always felt like walking in the dark. What do you mean with walking in the dark? I'm not quite sure what you mean with that. I think C# is quite pleasant, actually. I mean, I do like Rust more, obviously. Otherwise, I wouldn't program in my free time in Rust. But C# is actually one of the languages that's not that bad. Let's put it that way. It seemed like every year there was a new best pattern to use. Yeah, true. But I think that's not only... Oh yeah, it gets the job done. Yeah. That's not a C# problem in itself. It's just C# did this, the evolution of C# was kind of good. So they noticed patterns that programmers did and made changes to the language to facilitate those patterns. So like type inference stuff. Nobody likes Java. No, there are people who like Java. And they're called beginners. No, I'm joking. I am joking. There are professional Java developers out there. I think. Moving personally to F# and OCaml, I never expected to feel so productive and enjoy programming so much. Yeah, I do love F# and OCaml. C# still pays my bills. Yeah. One of the features I love is C# pays my bills. Should be the slogan of C# and Java, probably. New Java slogan. I know, but it does pay my bills though. Now there is F#. Is it type providers? I think it's type providers. Yeah. I love that feature so much. And I think it's not used as much. So I feel the same with Haskell and Rust. Yeah, I mean, isn't Haskell like OCaml with C++ syntax? Ugh, APL. Yeah, so type providers, you can pull in some source from outside, be it a text file or an SQL schema or something like that, and auto-generate types. So with type providers, you can do something like have a database somewhere which exposes its schema, and every time you compile, it gets the schema from the database and validates if you still program according to that schema, which is kind of cool. My company made the unexpected progression C#, F#, Haskell plus Reason. ReasonML is I also really like ReasonML, and I do plan on learning HTML someday. and React and all that stuff just to use ReasonML. I think that I think learning HTML and CSS on its own is kind of the basics I need to work with ReasonML properly. Is your company based in Austria, by the way? I need a new one. Need to get away from Delphi. I mean, we could also just do that. Ah, too much work. Oh, it's the same article all over again. It's actually a thing I don't want to know. I mean, the answer is yes. Ah, kidding. I don't want to be that Rust user. Need to rewrite in Rust. Everything is better. There will be unicorns and cute pandas and chocolate for everyone. I think I don't want to check out the reference manual. I think that's something I don't want to do right now. I think I want to do a normal tutorial. Libword. API concepts, wiki, WinDriver. What does WinDriver what can WinDriver teach me about libword? Guest virtual machine images. Yeah, I don't care about that shell. Oh, that's the reference manual. Every time the bot writes something, I have to look to the side because I'm always thinking, oh, there's someone writing. I think the bot is just farming points now. This page tracks. I don't want to contribute. I think I don't want to contribute. Yeah. Oh, wait. Let's check what that does. Delivered API concepts, objects exposed, drivers. Drivers are the basic building block of libword functionality to support the capability to handle specific hypervisor driver calls. Drivers are discovered just during connection processing as part of the initialize API. Each driver has a registration API which loads up the driver-specific function references for the libword APIs to call. The following is a simplistic view of the hypervisor driver mechanism. Consider the stacked list of drivers as a series of modules that can be blocked. Okay. Can I write? Can I write a driver? Do I want to write a driver? Are drivers what we want? I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. I hope you like streams where the person who's streaming has no idea what they're actually doing. I don't want to contribute. I do not want to contribute. Why is the driver storage drivers? Secret driver. The secrets driver provides a simple interface. Oh, that's actually cool. What's the node device driver? PCI host devices. Can I simulate a keyboard? Libert keyboard driver. No, I don't want keyboard issues. Do you know the feeling when you search something so specific that that even Google doesn't know what to tell you? Let's smash a C++ in here. Virtual input with libword. So new virtual input devices are not that new anymore. That's 2016. Okay. Well, just starts the domain? What are you talking about? No. Okay, so we have about half an hour until I'm gonna end the stream. So do we continue researching the QEMU stuff? Or do we start experimenting with new Vim plugins? I think the new Vim plugins are going to be easier. Probably. I should just do a random function. What's more interesting to you? Writing drivers and having no idea what you're doing with some hypervisor? Or having some kind of idea what you're doing and writing a plugin for NeoVim? Gonna let you all think for a bit and go to the bathroom real quick. Driver? Oh boy. It's gonna be a wild ride. Okay, I'll be right back. And I'm back. Where's my scene? Here's my scene. Hayden, no way. I'm already 3.5 hours in and way too tired. So that's not going to happen. Not this week. Also, I don't have enough Red Bull to get that going. Today I started very late to streams. It's kind of that's the only reason I'm still awake. I wanna keep my about 4 hour streams going. So can we fake a USB device? Linux. Wouldn't it be just be easier to fake a USB device? Oh, Python. Hack fixes for mouse. We should use that. Emulating USB devices in Python with no additional hardware. Okay, in the CC debugger project I used the USB IP protocol. What's a USB IP protocol? May contain mistakes. Gotta steal that, put it on everything I do. Preliminary draft may contain mistakes. Okay, so is that USB over IP? Should we integrate just USB over IP? This fork from the USB IP source in Linux kernel. The USB IP protocol aims to develop a general USB device sharing system over IP network. This fork's aim to add support of filter type module for application lay acceleration. Current priority 7 years ago. Current priority. Okay. Current priority is I lost where I was. It's focused on USB PTP picture transfer protocol. I don't want to transfer pictures though. I don't even think that the OS we're using supports transferring pictures via USB. I think. I am not sure, but I think. Okay, let's read on. The final result is here. Let's open that as well. The code is very experimental. It will probably crash the machine you're running on. Huh. So we should do a virtual machine inside of a virtual machine? Download and install the USB IP driver. I'm not on Windows though. Well, I'm going to go enjoy the rest of your evening. Well, thanks for joining. Thanks for watching, and maybe the next stream you're gonna watch again. Maybe we'll see each other again. Have a good evening, I think. Wait, didn't you say it's PM for you? 4 PM? Okay, it's not quite evening. Well, have a good rest of your day and a good evening later on. I'm gonna struggle a bit more and then we'll stop it too. Okay. Simulate with USB keyboard from machine. I don't want to use a Raspberry Pi. Okay, what's that? Oh, that's the same thing. It's the USB IP stuff. It's merged into the staging tree and has finally been moved to mainline. Okay, so Linux USB IP. We need to disable the keyboard capture release stuff then. Why is it German? Can we get something in English, please? Okay, so let's sudo pacman sprp was so close away from just mumbling my password. So okay, that's my devices. Got it. Server should have the physical USB device connected to it and the USB IP host kernel module loaded. Then start and enable the systemd service and list the connected devices. Bind the required device to share the device using bus ID. Huh? What do you want from me? Okay, let's check. Grab use USB. Okay, we have no USB IP. How do I load that? Okay, you can just do a mod probe. Oh. Okay, so now it's running. Let's list again. Okay, we did. Oh, I need to start the service as well. So sudo system control enable USB IPD and start it as well. So we can do that now. It doesn't exist. That's is it running? And I have mod probed it. Binding with systemd service. Oh. So I need to share something specific? That's not cool. USB IP. What else can you do? Pardon. Attach, detach, bind, unbind. List local. I don't wanna connect something to an existing device. That's not what I want to do. Oh wait, is it what I want to do? No, it's not what I want to do. I don't want to buy a keyboard. No, I'm not looking for that. Oh, by the way, we can disable that now. I don't want a hardware solution. I still don't want a hardware solution. Oh, emo. Connecting USB devices. Bulk only transport storage device. Mouse. Tablet. Using USB devices on a Linux host. I want a fake one. This. Okay, what's that? Let's close that down. Hype! Energy. Cheers. It's empty. This product has been discontinued. Well, that's not what I wanted to know. Boy. Don't want to have a storage device. Isn't that it's the same page we already were? By the way, Spacefox, what are you doing right now? Except watching the stream. You're still playing Stellaris? Okay, let's... You know what? Where's the link? I think we should just check out this now. Watching free streams and talking with a friend about not committing self-harm, that's, yeah, good talk. You should not do that. Nibim lib. It's on crates already. Stupid proof of concept for Nibim plugin written in Rust. What does it do? Highlights the region of text that was touched by the cursor while in insert or replace modes. That's actually cool. It's dangerous to go alone, take this. Yeah. Yeah. Scorched Earth. What? Plugin Scorched Earth Vim. Scorched Earth Connect. Call Scorched Earth Connect. What? Oh boy. Hydrate maybe? Well, we can do a hydrate. Did I time restrict the hydrate? Let's check. Because it actually shouldn't be. Yeah, it's not time. That's good. So init does connect. Connect starts a job. Okay, so this starts the RPC stuff. And once the RPC stuff is done, we should actually change our stream title. Okay, now that's done too. So configure job. Clear all previous auto commands. If on leave we stop the job. On so you need to configure in Vim script what you want to do. PC notify job ID. Event handlers. So it's just string-based API for whatever you expose yourself in the init Vim. That doesn't look that bad actually. I mean, you still need to write Vim script. So if our job ID is bigger than 0, okay, it's auto command group. Oh, so it's scoped to the name of the plugin. Should also zoom a bit. Okay, so we do start, and on start we do configure. For configure, we say when we leave, we stop the job. Wait, what does start job do? Start job. Okay, so we get whatever's in here. Okay, that gets set. Whatever's in here. We make job start with RPC and whatever that is. I think that's easy enough. But that's also nothing we will be doing today. So we wasted too much time with everything else. Let's shut that down. Wait, that was way too much. Kill that, kill that, kill that, kill that. Okay. Let's check if there's some Rust streamers. Friday Night Science, Prostitution, and some good news. Oh, the other one am I myself. So let's see. It is muted though. Think that's not quite. Is that a Rust channel or not? Who else is streaming? No one.
Teams, and so stay in the know that way. Oh, that should have been a little higher. And a second little bump. Akamitai? No, 24 Hours Cinderella, because I saw.
I'm not quite sure what he does. But you want to rate him? Or do you want to just end the stream right now? He has good news though. Let's just rate him and see. So, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for joining by. Even if it was a bit later today. And I'm gonna be back on Monday. On Monday evening. Gonna take the weekend off. Yeah, I'll miss you all too. And you too sleep well. But I should actually start a raid. Yeah. Oh, it's a major channel. Mature, not major. I should learn to talk properly one day. Okay, so like I said, thank you all for watching. Have a good night and sleep well. Bye.